Okay, we're gonna make some delicious cashew milk using raw cashews I get from Costco.
Never got caught.
So 1 cup, approximately 1 cup of raw cashew, and lightly measure that. Put in the Vitamix. Has to be a Vitamix, in my opinion. It just purees and the best, smoothest. Then I'm going to get 4 cups of water. So 4 cups of water to 1 cup of, again, raw cashews. You definitely don't want salted or roasted cashews. They have to be raw. Then we're going to do a pinch of salt. And to sweeten and add protein and fiber, love these dates, organic from Costco. Again, make sure no pits. I use about 5 to 6 depending on the sweetness. And just drop them in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And some people like vanilla extract. I don't use it, but some people prefer that to add a little bit of more flavor. And then you just put the lid on, hit the button. So I run the Vitamix for about a minute, minute and a half, just enough to make sure that the cashews and the dates are, nicely pulverized. And then I let it settle for a minute, and then I add a couple tablespoons or a scoop of protein to give it a little bit more nutrient. Again, that's optional, but it's nice to give it a little bit more
You do
flavor.
a whole scoop or a whole scoop, Cindy?
Yeah, I do about a whole scoop protein. And then I just pulse it really light, because if you pulse it too much, the protein gets really foamy. It takes a while for the milk to settle down. Just enough to mix it. And then I put it through a strainer just because it's hard to really pulverize the nuts, and you want your milk to taste smooth. So I bring it over to the sink. It's nice to strain it just to get a little bit of what didn't get completely dissolved and pulverized, so the milk's nice and smooth. Especially kids, they don't like having little chunky things in their milk.
There was 2 there.
Roll it around.
Stay there for a couple hours.
Quite a bit in there. Okay. Then I get I always like to store it in a glass bottle. I always save my glass bottles from Farm Boy. And we'll pour this to the top. And it's so lovely looking, so creamy and white and delicious. Then I'll put the lid on it. And there you have it, lovely cashew milk. Put it in the refrigerator for a couple hours. It always tastes best chilled. And note, when you take it out of the fridge, each time you do go to use it, it does separate a bit, so always shake it well before you pour it in a glass. So let's put our delicious cashew milk, healthy, no preservatives, no words, ingredients that you can't say. Chill for a few hours, and it's